You look beautiful. Thank
Thank
you. You
you.
do
You look
too.
beautiful,
Yes.
gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Thank you. I'm blushing. Welcome to the Legend Show. I'm Debbie
Hi.
Classic, and I have these beautiful ladies right here with me. They are bunch of to set up.
Too much. We've had too much
We
fun.
had so much fun. Like,
Yes.
listen, we've done this whole show outside you. So it's been a full movie today.
Yes.
We've had so much fun.
Mhm.
At some point, we started crying.
We did.
But the reason why we're crying, we'll tell you again at another whole show. So just tune in. We're about to tell you why we were crying from the beginning.
Full of laughter.
I would like to introduce our big six.
Yes.
What's your name? Can we meet you?
Yes. Daisy.
Adese! Adese! So she have a new name now. And that new name is an Igbo name.
An Igbo name.
Yes,
Oh, I feel it.
Adese Royal Queen. Can you tell us the
Yes.
meaning of your name?
Yes. So it means daughter of the royal king.
Daughter.
Daughter. Oh my
Ooh,
goodness.
yes.
Yes. I love it. I love
Feels
it.
good. It feels good.
I feel it. It just rolls off of my tongue, and the inner me just, yes.
I can see it, sis.
Tell us
Yes.
your American name.
So my American name is Tamisha Lynette Walker. I'm giving my full name. I don't know why I do that. I just
Okay, now you
something
wanna
in a
go for
name.
Adese.
Yeah, a daisy.
It's just
It's just a daisy. A daisy.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness, I love that. That really is something. You all need to know where this name originated from and the reason why she is a daisy. So she's about to tell you pretty soon. Just tune in. So pretty lady, tell us your name.
Oh my gosh. First, I'm just so glad to be here. This beautiful,
Yes.
this era, right? This aroma.
Yes.
I am alumna.
Oh my goodness. Can you
Yes.
say that again?
Alumna.
Oh, Olama.
Aloma.
Alumna.
Aloma.
Olama.
I see. I'm not getting it right, but I'm gonna get it right.
Aloma.
Alama.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay, so
And
what's
that
the meaning of your name?
chin of beauty, priceless,
Yes.
priceless. And if someone to be protected, precious.
Yes.
And I love that because it's so true in my family,
Mhm.
protecting me, always having my back, love and just
Mhm.
that precious
Mhm.
treatment that I get from the people that surround me.
That's right.
Yes.
And another thing, these beautiful queens here are a bunch of whole package. They're both author,
Mhm.
investment broker, and financial coach.
Mhm.
And today they want to share with us how we can break free. I think it's financial freedom, right?
Financial
Yes.
freedom.
Financial
Yes.
freedom for adults and
Mhm.
for children. And
Yes.
guess what? They wrote a book
Yes.
Mhm.
about that, how children can be break free
Yes.
financially, and it's a whole interesting another kind of book that you have not seen. I want you to tell us briefly about that book. This
Yes.
is the book we're talking about.
Mhm.
So this is our book. It's entitled "Why Mommy Works." And you'll see us on the back. We're sisters, as you can tell.
Yeah.
We did this together. Our stories really aligned. We come from that background, a great education, great family. Went and climbed the corporate ladder, and nobody ever thinks that. Guess what? You might get laid off, and we did. And so it inspired us to find out more. Everything we had was on our job. We didn't understand we needed to be building wealth outside of our job, that we needed to have our own life insurance investments, and to just understand the financial industry. So what we did was, this was our baby, and we decided to educate them and start young, right?
Yes.
There's so many books out here, and we talk about life, color, issues, but we don't tap finances.
Not enough.
And we didn't talk about finances in our home the way that we we should have.
Right.
And so
Right.
this book that you're gonna get, you can find on Amazon.
Mhm.
You're gonna look up Why Mommy Works, but you're gonna start the conversation.
That's right.
Start the conversation with your children,
Right.
letting them know there's a cost to living, right?
That's
right.
Water's not free,
Mhm.
food is not free,
No.
and that they have to be paying themselves first,
Right.
saving their money,
Right.
and
Yes.
making sure that they're educated on finances. Because guess what? No matter what their major is, no matter what someone
What they
majors
do.
in, we all deal with money.
Exactly.
Yep, even in business ownership. 'Cause
Mhm.
most people are, we're all entrepreneurs here, and we're working to build something that we can leave for our families. But until you build that wealth, you
Right.
have to protect it,
Yes.
and it's got to be done properly. And so it's a lot of information on social media about how you protect that income. How are you investing to start a business? And we always say, check the perspective, ask enough questions. And when you don't know what to ask, you need to find those who are willing to give that information without expecting anything. And I
That's
think
right.
that's
Yes.
what the beauty is of what we do.
That's right.
Yes.
Is true education. What do you really need to know about your money so that it can continue for generations to come?
Exactly.
Mhm.
That's it, sis.
That's so amazing. Like when I went through this book, you all need to go grab this book because you can't understand what I'm talking about here. When I went through this book, I mean, all kids, all children need to have access to what this book is about. This is empowering, and it's always good to catch it young.
Yes.
When you catch children young, I mean, they do better than even we.
Yes.
Yes.
And children these days, most parents like underestimate them.
Mm,
But I'm telling
that's
you,
good.
Mhm.
they are beyond where we think they are.
Yes, that is so true.
Mhm.
My big daughter, most of the things she says and do, and the knowledge that she already have from middle school,
Mm.
I'm telling you, those are knowledges that we acquired when we were in college, higher level
Right.
in college.
They're so
Now, like,
advanced.
how come these children already know this now?
Yes.
So, we need to catch them young.
Mhm.
I'm really very interested with this book, and the world need to have access to this book.
Yes.
I know we all have access to so many materials, but you never see this one.
Mhm.
You need to go see this one.
Yes. Yes.
Grab a copy, is on Amazon,
Mhm.
and this is my copy anyway.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, it
This is
is.
my copy. So
Yes.
please get this, grab this for your kids,
Mhm.
and you will thank me later.
Yes.
Can you tell us about investment broker that you all do?
Yes. So
Yes.
a lot of times we don't understand that money is supposed to be working for you, or you'll always be working for money. Now, who wants to always work for money?
I know.
Nobody, right?
Mhm.
And so we trust, institutions. We put our money there, and it's not growing. So what we get to do is sit down and look at a strategy. That's the word.
Yes.
See, there has to be a strategy, because what works for you, what works for even you is different. And so you don't pay us for that strategy. What you do is you sit down, you hear, and if it makes sense, guess what? We move forward with you.
Right.
So as an investment broker, you have to be licensed.
That's
See, there's a
right.
lot of things out here. People are talking on
Yes.
social media. They're saying all kinds of things. It's overwhelming.
Mhm.
So it makes you freeze. But see, we have to be licensed to give you the type of information
Right.
that's going to help you build that
Mhm.
strategy.
Right. Do you have anything to add on that?
Yeah, so my introduction into financial services was, definitely through my sister, but it was at a time when I was transitioning from, the corporate world, and I didn't have anybody to ask those questions. What do I do with my 401k? What should I be asking? Is that really going to help me be prepared truly for retirement? And it wasn't until we got to financial education that we figured out you've got to be doing something more. And so also during that time, I got my real estate license. And that happened because I did exactly what they told me to do, which was go to school to get a good education, get a good job. My mother even said, get a government job. I did all of those things. So now here I am with a bachelor's degree in business management. a master's degree in organizational
All the degrees.
leadership, all the
All the
degrees. And when they got rid of my entire team from my company, every job I applied for, they told me I was overqualified.
Oh my goodness. We can't pay you.
Mhm.
Yes. But you told me to go to school to do this.
You know, way too
Way
much.
too
We
much.
can't
Yes.
afford you.
Yes. And so I
That's
said,
so
you know
true.
what? I got to figure this out for myself. My husband and I had 2 young kids at home. So what did I do? I said, okay, I'm just going to go be a realtor. So I got into that industry. But still, at the end of the day, you have to be doing more than just putting all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is the narrative that we don't talk about with real estate. Yes, you can make a lot of money in investing in real estate, but why just stop there? Why not take over the world? You can do that. And that was what really got me to understanding how I could put the two together. So now I'm helping my clients get qualified to purchase a home, purchase the home, but now I'm going to show you how to protect that home.
Yes.
How to protect that asset.
Yes.
Make sure you have a will, you have a power of attorney, you have access to an attorney,
Yes.
and show you how to pay that mortgage off much quicker than
That's
traditional
it.
way.
Wow.
Yes.
Mhm.
You know, there's a lot we all don't know about it.
Mm-mm. We
And
don't.
that is why we need people like you to coach and direct and be there. Not just anybody, someone that is willing and honest and open to
Mm.
guide
Yes.
you through and protect you.
Mm.
I want to say thank you for all what you've been doing, and this is empowering also.
Honor. Thank you.
And
Thank you.
guys, if you need advice or someone to teach you or guide you through, these 2 ladies here, they're not just doing this for business, but they have passion to empower people.
Yes. Yes, we do.
I want us to talk about the financial coach. I know you're a financial coach. How have you been coaching people and yourself to make this money and to keep it?
Mm.
So, there's a psychology behind how we spend.
Yes.
And we really learn those money habits by the time we're 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So now when you're coming to sit with us, you've got years beyond that. And what you think you know, what you've been taught from family, what you've been taught from what you read, from media. And so we really have to sit down and go backwards a little bit. So let's talk about this trauma. Why is it that you go and you overspend with your credit card? Why are you overcharging that? Why are you even charging that to begin with? Where's the cash? And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with credit, but most people cannot handle credit.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets out of control. And why is that? Because those institutions come and see you while you're still in college, and they dangle that, that little carrot in front of
money,
you.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
I'm
We
here.
know
Yes.
you're not
You see
working.
here.
Yes, they know most of you are not
Yes.
working. You're depending on mom and dad to provide for you, but they come and bring you the credit card so they can loop you in very young.
Yes.
And you start that cycle.
It starts early.
Yes.
Oh my
So
goodness.
it is, like I said, it's a whole
I wanna
mindset of
ask
why we
you
do
this
that.
question.
Mm-hmm.
There's this knowledge that someone shared with me, that if you get a credit card and that credit card you are not charging, take for example, you have a credit card of $2,000,
Mm-hmm.
and within 1 month, 2 months, maybe you only charge $20, that they don't like it, that the bank don't like it. So what is that about? How do we do that?
That's that rule. And so
Yes.
you'll
Because if you get it, you don't charge it. Is that a problem? I think it's a problem. Why is it a problem?
Mhm.
And then if you charge it and they don't pay within a certain time, it's also a problem.
Yes.
So what is the best way of
They say if you can avoid credit cards, right? A lot of times though, you may have one for an emergency, but it takes a lot of discipline. See, when it comes to money, it's discipline. So there's a rule out there that we teach, and that's why you say coach, that there's a certain amount of your money that's growing faster for other institutions and not you. So the reason why those credit cards, they love that interest of 12%, so that money is doubling, adding up, and they're taking more of it out your home. So it doesn't come into your household. See, our money isn't coming into our household at 12, 20%, right? No, it's coming out of our household at that rate. It's coming in your house less than 1%. So they want you to charge that card because guess what? That interest is going to pay them well. But then if you don't, there's a system that says you still need to build that credit.
Okay.
See? So it's going to take discipline and it's hard because you can't go too high and you better not be too low. You're right in the middle. But it's going to take that discipline and control and that coach who continues to remind you of your strategy and goal so that you can achieve that.
Okay, so I have another last question. Okay, so don't be upset. I just want to upload this last one. You know? So that this other saying that if you don't have a credit, you may be denied of a lot of things because you don't have credit history. Most people are avoiding taking credit because they don't want to be in debt and certain other reasons.
Right.
Yes.
So, but there's this saying and belief that if you don't have a credit, it looks like you're nobody. How do you explain that?
Yeah,
That's true.
It's true because credit really is just the they look at how you manage debt. First of all, we're supposed to owe no man anything but love, right? So that's already against who we naturally are. But we have to play the game, the money game. And the money game says that you've got to show institutions that you know how to manage them, allowing you to borrow, because that's all you're doing is borrowing their money. And
when
so
you don't have it.
When you don't have it, exactly. And then employers are not paying enough.
True.
Right now, according to the rule of 72, and I'm not going to go into too much detail, you should be making an average of $64 an hour right now.
Really?
Yes. $64 an hour. But when you see the commercials on television, you hear about job posting and everything, as you drive down the street, what are you saying? $15, $20?
Right.
How are you supporting your family?
With inflation.
Yes, with inflation, exactly. And so that's what they're not, they haven't given us the rules to that game. And so we love the fact that we know the rules. And we're going to educate you so you know the rules too.
And we're going to start early.
Yes, yes.
It's always good to be comfortable financially, morally, ethically, socially. So it's good to have people like you around to guide through, especially you can't do without.
That's right.
We can't.
Deal with money
Everything
every
we have to do, have to do with it.
Comes back to that.
Exactly.
So, I appreciate you guys. And one more thing, can you tell us your Instagram handle, social media handle? Where can we see?
Yes, so you can find us everywhere is Why Mommy Works. Why Mommy Works.
Why Mommy Works.
Why Mommy Works. Website, Instagram,
everything. Why Mommy Works.
Why Mommy Works. Real simple. And the reason that Mommy works is she works long enough until she can get her money working for her.
Right?
That's it. Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you
I
for
have a
having
lady
me.
from Maryland. She said, "Baby, I've worked so hard that my money worked for me."
See, that's what we want.
That's the first place I heard that. That caught me.
Yes.
I've worked so hard that my money works for me.
That's right.
Yes.
And that is what, especially we women, we need to be strong enough to keep ourselves strong. And above all, have people like this to coach and have you to be on track the right way.
Yes.
And for now, we're closing this show and we say bye.
Bye. Thank you for having us.
We're uploading something very, 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 very pretty.
Yes. With our beautiful gowns.
Yes. And thank you for having us.
Thank you
today.
so much. It was a pleasure.
Yes, it's my honor. I appreciate it.
Thank you.